see if there's. Let's check the settings first. Then. Not sure there is any on that one. We'll see. I guess we can have sound effects subtitles too. I like the writer's cut. More bladder, worse pacing. I think it's already active. I just don't know if there is any subtitles on that part. Yeah, but I can't do anything with subtitle speed. What? Oh, there. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I missed that. There we go. And let's try it again.
Hey, want to see my mighty pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate. In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth. Treasure hunting is important for any pirate. Mastering sword fighting was more a matter of wits than agility. This is when I met Elaine, the love of my life. She was governor at the time. The pirate leaders were in charge of the 3 trials, acting as judge, jury, executioner, and devoted grog tasters.
Yeah, it's like that in many games. It's interesting to see people playing games that you really enjoy for the first time.
The test of thievery involved breaking into the governor's mansion. The security was heavy.
If they're gonna enjoy it or not.
Things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials. Elaine was kidnapped and taken to Monkey Island by the nefarious ghost pirate LeChuck. I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine. LeChuck thought he was in love with Elaine. My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified. My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's. Monkey Island was a steaming volcanic mystery, covered with jungle and not found on any map.
Yeah, I also have fond memories of the first one. I know I love playing through it.
There were some people living there who claimed to be cannibals, but I think it was just a show for the tourists. You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. I made some substitutions, but it got us there just the same. On the island was a gigantic monkey head statue with hidden catacombs underneath. LeChuck's ghostly ship was anchored in a lake of lava hidden beneath the island's surface. The monkey head opened with a special key that you stuck in its ear. I met an old castaway there, Herman Toothrot. He and the locals wrote a lot of indignant letters to each other. wound up back on Melee Island for the stunning conclusion to my first big adventure. I made it to the church just in time to stop the wedding. Or so I thought. It turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that? I defeated LeChuck and he basically exploded. By then, I had learned that ghosts like LeChuck are vulnerable to root beer. Just trust me, it works, okay? It was the beginning of something magical.
Beer.
These are from the time I went to find the treasure of Big Whoop. I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. Good times. The mysterious voodoo lady at the International House of Mojo taught me to make a voodoo doll, which came in handy more than once. I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. Good times. The map to the treasure had been torn into 4 pieces, which, let's face it, is about as piratey as it gets. Elaine always seems to know when I need her. Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I. One time, Elaine got turned into a statue. Well, LeChuck was behind it, of course. That guy never gives up. The fact that he turned her into a statue tells me LeChuck doesn't really love Elaine. He thinks of her as furniture. It was around this time that I met Murray, the allegedly all-powerful demonic skull, after a rousing sea battle. I erupted a volcano on purpose. There's not a lot I wouldn't do for Elaine. I got buried alive. Things backfired on LeChuck because Elaine and I got married when it was all over. Game, set, matchmaker. This was a great day. Though in retrospect, we shouldn't have had the scum bar handle the catering. This is the daisy we stomped on together. The wedding traditions are weird.
Yeah, it's a quick summary, it seems like.
It's either Elaine's wedding veil or my handkerchief. We got them to match. Elaine and me together forever. The daggers are symbolic of cutting through troubles, I think. I wrote a great haiku for the wedding invitation. I don't know why you have to have candy-coated almonds at a wedding, but apparently you do. Oh man, this was that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an Australian billionaire and tried to use a mystical talisman to make Elaine his bride. Everything started because they thought Elaine was dead, so they held an election to replace her. The ultimate insult wasn't really ultimate, or even an insult at all. Or was it? LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. I made a goofy monster out of prosthetic body parts. It didn't help with anything, but I had fun doing it. LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over the entire Caribbean. Or so it seemed. I had to wear a hook for a while. It came in handy. The death card doesn't usually represent literal physical death, except when it does. I went on trial for my life on 4 separate charges. I defended myself, of course. Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my Big Whoop adventure. I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf of bread.
Note to self, get more paper for the rest of my adventures. That was it. That was all. How was the scrapbook? So that was a very short summary. Casual mode, all the story and all the fun, but with casual puzzles for the busy on-the-go player. Hard mode, more puzzles, harder puzzles, the full monkey for the pro adventure gamer who wants it all. Oh crap, I have to... There is a casual and hard mode. Here, going hard mode. Prelude. Unexpected story begins.
Take this, LeChuck! No! Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask. Will you promise to stop picking on me? All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's next? Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents. Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells. Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real. Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir. Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there. Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those. No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling. Wow.
Chucky has good ideas.
What should we do next? We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
Inventory. Buy scurvy dog. What they say?
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog.
Yes, scurvy dog. Okay, this doesn't look very appetizing. What the heck?
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
Wow, she got those glasses.
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
That's the kind of guy for stuff.
You kids better have money.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of money.
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8, that's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Good for you. You can have a couple of dogs if you give me one.
Please?
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like kids. I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living.
Who
I
knows,
don't need
Diggy?
50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
Never
I
mind.
guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there. Some places.
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. Return outhouse key when finished, or else. I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
Good, you unlocked it.
Yay! Ew. What's this little metal thing?
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
Get the slug off the floor.
A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
There's the coins in the pile of filth.
I don't see any coins, and I'm not putting my hands in that.
Maybe there's some coins down there.
Gross.
Taking the toilet.
Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
Okay. Gross.
I once had the hiccups for 4 days straight.
Please wash hands before leaving outhouse. I'm not touching that gunk. It seems more like something Chucky would do.
Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
See anything else we can do in there? What the heck? Tie up Chucky?
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut.
Hey, look! I'm returning the key.
You want a medal? Now what?
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
What can we get with this?
Yeah.
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours.
That doesn't look very appetizing.
This is the perfect food. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Let's around and explore, find our real parents.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
No way.
Exhibit removed. Aw.
I can stand on my head.
Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at. So good! Smells like grog. Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
I wonder where those 2 people we were following went. I I saved 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
He wants us to go after them. Yeah. Be the next step. Well, Zeret.
Sounds real. Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boo!
Ah, he's dead to the world. That's my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Check out the anchor, beat Chucky in a race, feed duck, add some sauce on a scurvy dog, practice sword fighting, find a 4-leaf clover, make a wish in the wishing well.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist
What
on
if
the way
there's
down.
like,
For
if
the
she's
same
gonna
reason,
blabber on
most
forever
anchors
or
these
not?
days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden
Loud.
anchor companies. But the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word Nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop, yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
Okay. Couldn't hear me well? No, that's because I was leaning back in my chair. Okay.
Hey, Chucky, want a race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, cheater.
You have to wait until I say go.
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
Hey, Chucky, want a race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go! Chucky wins!
Woohoo! Yeah!
Shoot!
How are we supposed to beat him in a race then?
Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
Must be something to do to beat him. Let's try if we double click.
You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate.
if
3,
that does
2,
anything.
1, go!
Okay.
I win!
Enjoy that tree, buddy. Okay, so double click means running.
At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
What the heck? Well,
Hey, hands off!
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah.
Gotta run!
How rude.
Do not pick the 4-leaf clovers. As if! Let's look for a 4-leaf clover.
Okay,
Good luck with that.
I found one!
awesome!
There was still one left? Darn.
I never thought I'd ever find one.
need a duck and some sauce.
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs. You're not gonna touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
No, of course not. Gross.
You should put that on your scurvy dog.
Oh, I thought I was gonna be able to use them. Okay.
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
Don't feed the duck. I want to feed the duck.
Somehow we need to be able to get that.
Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way. You'll never catch up to my level.
I win.
I win.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Yeah, it's need to practice so far.
Do you want a sword fight with me?
I've seen you fight. Come back in a few years, maybe.
Okay, so let's see if we talk to them.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
Could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
In France, they call a scurvy dog a
So-
chien scorbut.
He will check. Okay.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days have no regard for personal.
Gotta run!
How rude.
Well, that works. Make a wish. Make a wishing well.
I once had the hiccups for 4 days straight.
I should throw my coin in and make a wish. Maybe I should throw this down the wishing well.
Wish for another, or what should we wish for? Wish for another scurvy dog.
I wish for another scurvy dog.
Those things are bad for you.
Huh?
Told you so.
Nice. Oh.
What you looking at?
Those kids jumping rope down there, they're doing it wrong.
I wonder where this path goes. At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey, kids. Having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs!
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop. Oh, boy. That takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Deep in the Caribbean.